the top 10 worst games ever that we played in this channel so far.
This is our fourth and final video for the follow-up of this year.
Let's go! It's the top 10 worst video games ever that we played in this channel so far.
That little smirk.
Let's go.
Alright, so we're starting with number 10. We got Blaster Master Boy on the Game Boy.
Most of the Blaster Master game, how could it be bad, babe?
Well, I mean, this one wasn't really Blaster Master.
That's right. This is actually Bomber King, which is known in the USA as Robo Warrior.
And to be honest, it wasn't that bad of a game, right?
I mean, I like Robo Warrior style games. It was pretty fun.
It was just once we got further in, we got to those lanterns.
That's when the problem started.
When you run out of the lanterns.
Once the entire level is dark and you have no lanterns, you literally can't see anything. You're literally just walking around in the darkness.
We drew out a map.
I had to walk into a wall on purpose, draw a map, walk up 2 steps, draw the map, literally playing in the blind. There's no way to go back and get any kind of lanterns, so if you used them all up, by the time you get to level, whatever it was, 9-1 or 9-2, whatever the heck it was, you're screwed. There's nothing you can do. There's no lanterns. You can't go back. You're done. There's also a cheat code, which we didn't use. You remember this?
You can pick the level you get to.
Yeah, but you have no items. So if you use a cheat code to go level 8 or 9, what are you going to do? You have no lanterns, and the level is completely dark. That's really frustrating. But besides that, it was a good Bomberman Robo Warrior style game. It was 9 levels, each level had a boss. It was kind of unique. Like how you defeat him with the bombs, it was pretty cool. So overall, it was not a bad game, but it was ruined by the stupid lantern crap. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why it's on here. And it's not even Blaster Master game, so they should never have called it that. Made us play it for no reason.
Exactly.
Alright, go ahead. Number 9.
So number 9 is Contra Force on the NES.
Another game that's not Contra. What's this game called, babe? Do you know? Remember research? This game's called Arcade in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. This game was developed in Japan. Supposed to come out being called Arcade. They scrapped the game. Konami said, let's just call it Contra and throw it in the USA.
Oh, there's guns. Let's call it Contra.
Contra's kind of hot right now, so let's just throw this game out there and call it Contra. Well, check out the ratings because it's probably ranked pretty low.
The lag on this game was unreal. I just think about, when I think of this game, I think of that level with the elevator. And
oh
us
god,
playing
level
that
3?
together.
Yeah, like, you hit jump button, it's literally like, it's like you're somersaulting like frame by frame. And then if one person falls, the other one has to fall, start all over again.
Yeah, and there's the one section, there's like 3 elevators in the one section where you have to jump off of it at the same exact time.
Yeah. It's rough with 2 players. The lag is almost unbearable, but even 1 player, it's not smooth. It's still laggy. So I don't know. I guess it wasn't really done yet, and they decided we're either going to scrap it or put it out now and call it Contra and make a couple dollars back. I don't know. It's only 5 levels. The game is not horrible. If they would have finished it and touched it up and called it something else, it would have been okay.
Yeah,
but to trick us into a Contra game.
That's true.
That too. Yeah.
But I feel like besides that 1 level, like it wasn't that terrible.
No, it wasn't that bad, but it's still on our top 10 worst games ever list. Because it ain't Contra, and they tricked us again. What's number 8?
Number 8 is Contra Alien Wars on the Game Boy.
You mean like Contra 3?
It was Contra 3 ported to the Game Boy.
Oh yeah?
That's Contra Alien Wars.
That's right. Contra 3 was on the Super Nintendo. It was also on Game Boy Advance. But this one, by Factor 5, who I'd admit is a very good company, so nothing against them, but this game is horrible. I think it was just too much to handle on the Game Boy.
Yeah, the graphics, because it was reduced so much. It
Yeah.
definitely ruined the game.
You take a game like Super Nintendo Contra 3 and try and throw it on an old-ass 1980-something Game Boy, I mean, it's not going to work. They left out a lot of levels, left out a lot of bosses.
The guns, you couldn't have.
That's right, you can only hold one gun at a
guns.
time. Which I don't know why that would be a limitation, but it's, oh god. Some of the footage is just pitiful how bad it looks.
But the only good part is that you didn't have to do the overhead levels.
Yeah, no, you did. It's different though. It's like different levels. They are on there. The overhead levels are on there. The one that's not on there is level 3, the one with the missiles and the planes and the crazy. That couldn't handle that level. They attempted the overhead levels, which looks dumb. Again, I appreciate that it came out. We got to play. We got to put it in the series. But out of all the Contra 3 games, don't play that one. It's not worth it. It's only 5 levels. Yeah, because they left the whole motorcycle level completely out of the game. So it's 5 levels on. The graphics are really zoomed in and still look horrible and pixelated and it's slow. If you want Contra 3, try Contra 3 Advance, which is good.
For the handheld.
For the Game Boy Advance, or whatchamacallit, the original. Save your time on this one. It's not worth it.
Alright, we're on to number 7. We got Super C on the DOS.
I like how you say the DOS.
The DOS.
It's DOS. Digital, I don't know what it stands for.
DOS.
Oh boy.
Operating system.
What's the D stand for? It ain't digital. Anyway, Super C on DOS.
DOS, not the DOS.
A horrible port of a good game. Super C came out on Nintendo, which was great. Arcade, which was great. And then they decided to put it out on the Amiga and the DOS, as my bae likes to say. And that's where it got crappy. Every time you beat a level, you get 10 free guys.
Oh yeah, that's how you know the game's bad.
Like, what game gives you 10 free guys just for beating the game?
It's like
Beating a
saying
level.
it's impossible.
They're like, if you survive one level, we'll give you 10 guys. Thanks for playing. It's horrible. What's my base favorite part about this game?
When you die in this level, you like...
He just like lays out like flat. That's funny. The way they made that is pretty funny.
It takes up like a quarter of the screen.
Yeah, the sprite is huge. It's like he jumps goofy as heck. It's hard to dodge the bullets. It's of course slow, like there's slow down. It's just not a great port of the game. I mean, the Amiga and the DOS is almost the same.
You said it.
That's what you said, the DOS. So, yeah, the game got some serious problems. I wouldn't recommend to anybody. You can play the arcade game, you can play the Nintendo game. The Amiga and the DOS are equally as bad. Don't even try them.
I agree.
They're just, yeah, they're just ports of the arcade version. And their graphics and stuff, it's just so goofy. It's so hard to play. We had to like move 5 feet, save the game, move 5 feet, save the game. Just to get to the end. It's no fun. Frustrating as hell. Gosh. Glad that's over. What's next?
Up next is number 6. This is Contra 4 Redux.
Contra 4 on the DS!
No.
What?
This is a mobile game.
Oh. You know, I love mobile games. Yeah, we found this one late in the series. I didn't even know this one existed. So
Unfortunately, we found it.
yeah, I was just like looking around and I was like, Contra 4 Redux, what the heck is this? Well, it's a turd, right, bud? Yeah, it stinks. Horrible game. It's pretty much a mobile port of Contra 4 from DS, put onto mobile, minus the dual screen, so it's like one screen. And the graphics are so downgraded. And remember the character's name?
No.
There's 2 characters. You get Bill Reiser, and you get some guy whose name's Solomon Cesar or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, where did he come from? How is he in the story? What is this guy? So you pick one of 2 characters. They each have their own little move. Like when Bill has a double jump, and Solomon has like when you jump, he shoots out little missiles behind him. It's worthless.
You can't just switch characters.
Yeah, you go in these little telephone booths like Superman. You go in there, switch character, come back out, and you're the other character. But the weapons you acquired are attached to that character. So if you switch characters, you lose your weapons you're holding. You can hold 2 weapons like the regular Contra game. But
The worst part about the game, though?
the final boss is unplayable. It literally breaks the game. We probably played that final boss for 3 hours.
We barely beat it the time that we did.
We had to use the cheat code, 30 lives, just to even try and beat the guy, and we still died a couple times.
It was so laggy, and there's so many characters on the screen.
There's like 40 sprites in the game, and you're trying to dodge them, and you can't even move. And the boss takes like 7 billion hits. There's like 4 phases. By the end of the phase, the whole screen is like frozen. There's so much shit on the screen. It's hard. It's absolutely horrible. The game to that point is like a dumbed down Contra 4. Okay,
yeah, you're
fine.
like, okay, I'm playing a mobile game.
Fine, yeah. And you get to that, and it's literally broken. You can't beat it. I don't think we cheered so hard in our lives until we beat that guy. Like when that guy's face smushed in at the end, and he was dead. I couldn't be happier, dude. I was so happy. God, that guy was horrible. The whole game took us like an hour and a half, and then that guy alone took us another 2-3 hours. The whole day's wasted fighting this stupid mobile boss. God, it was horrible. Don't recommend this game whatsoever. Some games I'll say try it out for fun. Don't try this one out. It's very aggravating. Gosh.
Well, continuing with mobile games,
What now?
we're going to number 5.
What's up?
Contra Evolution.
Oh god.
This one was released for iOS, and it was pretty bad.
Allegedly it was in the arcade in Japan, but I couldn't find a ROM or video or nothing about it, but apparently it was an arcade game as well. But we got the mobile game. And of course when we tried to get it, it was no longer available in the store, so we had to pirate it and play it legally. Now we're criminals because you can't buy it anymore, you can't play it legally. Don't worry, nobody read Miranda rights, it's not, we're on our arrest, it's fine. So anyway, the game sucks. It's just a remake of Contra on Nintendo. It's got 8 levels, they're all HD upgrades. Still looks kind of crappy, but there's nothing redeeming here. It's just, and it's, the guy's an auto shoot, so he's shooting the whole time for you. You're just moving. And, I mean, it's not worth playing. There's 4 characters. It's Billy, Lance, and these 2 other women. I have no problem with women. Let's get this straight. I don't want nobody coming at me. Women are fine. These 2 characters add nothing to the game. They're horrible. The one girl, Sally, you have to spend like 8 hours unlocking her, and then we played and the game crashed. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It has like the regular game, which is 8 levels long, and it has this challenge mode where you have to collect medals. When I unlocked this girl, Sally, you have to collect like 65 medals, which takes hours. So I unlocked her, tried her once, got to the first boss, the game crashed, and she was gone. That was it. It's an emulator. It didn't save the data, so she was gone. I was pissed. Really. Luckily, the game's no longer available. If it was, I would highly disrecommend it. If that's a word. Because it's crap. Play Contra or play Contra Arcade. This one is just a waste of time, and there's microtransactions everywhere. Buy guns, buy health, buy continues. It was really stupid. So, I'm glad it's not in the store anymore. Because I ain't paying for it.
Alright, so up next we have number 4, which is Contra on DOS.
Yeah. Another great port of the Contra game. We had Contra Arcade, they had Contra on Nintendo, they were fine. Then they decided to get crazy and put it on the DOS. And when I say unplayable, this game is literally unplayable.
You couldn't like see the bullets.
You could see them, but you couldn't move out of the way until you got shot.
Is this the one that was like white and pink and blue?
Yeah, remember it was 2 players and it was so bad we decided to play 1 player?
Yeah.
Because 2 players, like, I'll push right. You know, my guy won't move for 20 seconds, then he'll just keep walking and never stop. Like, it made no sense. You push jump, you wait 3 seconds, and your guy jumps. It was horrible. It was so bad, 2 players, we had to actually play on just 1 player. Just to even try to play the game. I mean, you push a button and it keeps on moving well after you're let go of the button. So horrible. Probably, I mean, the graphics are completely horrible, even for the time. I know it's DOS and it's late 80s, early 90s, whatever. But the game was so horrible. Compared to the Super C DOS, Super C looks like it's gold. If you wouldn't believe that that's DOS and this is DOS, by how bad this one is.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah. I mean, this, like I said, this game is literally unplayable, so stay away from it. I mean, look at the graphics here. let's put up a shot of some horrible scene right here. Do you want to look at this all day long? No. You don't. Don't even try it. Number 3?
Number 3 is Contra Venture on PS1.
What an adventure that was, right, buddy?
Oh, that was quite the adventure.
Yeah.
That I don't want to go on again.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was, played all the Contra games. Played 1, 2, and 3. Played hardcore with my friend Matt. Hey Matt, you're not watching, but what's up? So I never knew about these PS1 games until like recently. I was like, oh wow, cool. There's more Contra games on PS1. Yeah, they're crap. 2 of them. This is just the first one. So this was actually the second one that came out technically, but it's not as bad as the first one. So what this one had was, we didn't even say it. The main problem with these games is the PS1 and its 3D graphics.
3D graphics, yeah.
Level 1 was side-scrolling. It was kind of weird, kind of cool, whatever. And then went right into the 3D exploration Tomb Raider looking crap.
Yeah.
Well, Tomb Raider's good. This game was horrible. Let's get that straight. It was not fun to play. Everything was brown. Everything looked the same. Even the bosses weren't fun. It was just like a blob or a piece of metal here. Like, so horrible. I don't know what they were thinking. And this is the first of 2 games by a company called Appaloosa. Konami didn't make these turds. They let somebody else make them for them. And they got what they deserved. Should have made themselves. Contra Venture is crap. And the next one, what number?
Number 2.
Number 2 on our list is even worse. What's this one?
Contra Legacy of War.
Legacy of War, huh?
What
I don't
a
know
legacy.
if you use the word legacy in this title at all. This was garbage as well. This was the first one that came out, therefore it's the first one to be played. And wow, we surprised when we put this game in.
Oh, it was so terrible.
You had your choice of 4 characters, which is kind of cool. But they're all pretty much the same damn thing. It's not like hardcore where each one was different, had different size sprite, different guns. This was all the same crap. Mm-hmm. They literally had 4 weapons, and 2 of them were exactly the same, and 2 of them were slightly different. It was kind of pointless to even have 4 characters. Might as well just have 2. They didn't do anything different. The one's name's freaking Bubba. That's your character's legit name is Bubba in the game. And he had CD472, whatever the hell his name was. Stupid. This was the introduction with that Tasha girl. Mm-hmm. The blue alien. So, I don't know. The game was just overall stupid.
Oh, and that one section with the virtual reality.
Oh, God.
You couldn't even see the ground at all.
The ground starts disappearing. You can't see what's going on. The screen's shaking back and forth with 2 players.
You got some guy yelling at you in the distance.
Oh my gosh. That guy's face is like haunting. Yeah, unlike Contra Venture, which had 2 side-scrolling levels, this game, the whole entire thing was 3D. And even the final boss was like on that planet, remember?
Oh, yeah.
It was like a cool idea, but it was just horribly executed. You run around this small planet, shooting little snakes, and then the final boss is just another snake coming out of the ground. And it was a horrible ending. The final boss was very unsatisfying. No climax in the game whatsoever. It's just stupid. I think I was the maddest I ever was in a Contra series playing that game. Because that virtual reality zone, you literally cannot see what's going on.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we were going to finish that one. That was that bad. We were like, how are we going to finish it?
Yeah, I like to finish every game I play on here without, trying to cheat, like playing for real. In this game, again, we got through the game relatively okay. It sucked, it was fine, whatever. And we got there, and we were stuck there for like 2-3 hours because you can't see anything. The floor's falling down. There's bullets coming at you. You have to fight these bosses, but you can't tell if you're in line with them or not. So if they're hitting you, you don't know what's hitting you. Sometimes your guy's literally off the screen. You literally cannot see your own character on the screen. He's off in the corner, getting hit. It's horrible. And at the end of the game, you beat the game. It shows the planet exploding. The 4 heroes are flying off a distance in some rock. The alien's flying off distance in some rock. So we're assuming everybody dies. That makes no sense. The story's stupid. Appaloosa, you ruined Contra.
It's not ruined.
Until Konami brought it back and ruined it again themselves later.
Hey.
What? They did. They brought it back with Shadow Soldier, and then let it die in 2011 with Contra Hardcore Uprising. So that's the worst Contra game on the list. But there's still one more.
One more. Number 1. Worst game ever.
Guess what system it's on?
PS1.
Tell them what it is, Ben.
Blaster Master blasting again.
Mm-hmm. This was once again not done by Sunsoft. They let somebody else do it, and look what we got.
Well, you can't really see because it's just so dark. You don't know what's going on.
That's correct. PS1, early PS1 3D graphics. Can't see what the hell's going on. The game's terrible. What's this girl's name? Elfie? What's she do the whole game?
I don't have my bag.
Yeah. Roddy! Roddy!
Try to help you out.
Roddy, there's a boss approaching. I'm literally fighting the boss right now. You're going to tell me the boss is approaching? God, the game was horrible.
So the game was pretty much 4 levels. Well, it was 8 levels, but there was 4 different levels that you had to go back in. So you went every level twice.
Yeah, you play the same 4 levels twice.
Just go a little bit further into it.
Just the graphics are horrible. Like, look at the water level. It's just like it's artificial blurring. You can't even see what's going on. The jumps, you can't tell how far away from the jump you are with your car. So you either way over jump and you die, or you jump not far enough and you die. You can't judge the distance. You can't move the camera yourself to line your car up correctly. It's horrible. And then at the end, there's another boss rush. You gotta fight all the bosses again. Like they weren't big enough the first time. That game pissed me off. After that game, nothing came out until 6-7 years later when that Wii game came out, which is on our good list because that game's not bad. And again, nothing came out again until Blaster Master Zero. So PS1 Blaster Master blasting again kind of killed the series for a very long time. And then finally, Sunsoft brought it back with the other one, and then Inti Creates brought it back again. So that very well could have killed the series, but we're lucky they gave it another shot and kept it 2D.
Yeah. 3D is not the way to go with this.
I mean, it's just a coincidence that all these trash games are on PS1. I appreciate 3D graphics, I like games like that. It's just, I don't know if this was just too early in the 3D life or not, but these games were just done so horrible. And I don't know why they're so dark. Couldn't you just turn the brightness up a little bit?
Yeah, we were like messing with the TV. We were like...
TV is turned all the way up in the brightness, but it just looks horrible. It looks a little better here on video, a little better because our TV was like a little darker than it was supposed to be. But you still, sometimes you're literally just jumping into the darkness. You have no idea what's going on. The boss fights were dumb. The Jason doors, everyone was like literally the exact same thing. It's like the scenery was exactly the same. Mm-hmm. You go in, you turn off some stupid switch, go down some stupid elevator, blow up some machine. That's all it was. There's a lot of jump crap that was impossible.
You were like jumping to platforms.
Yeah, jump from platform to platform. You can't see what's really going to fall in. If you fall in, you have to go all the way around the map again. It's just horrible. Like, it was not that it was frustrating, which it was. It was just devoid of all fun, period. It's like, it was literally like a job. Like, I didn't want to play the game. I did not want to play the game. I want it to be over. I wish it was over after 4 levels, but it wasn't.
We're done with the list. That was the last one.
Oh, God.
We don't have to do this again until next year.
Yeah. Hopefully I never have to play them again.
We'll see how many bad games we play this year.
Well, I know what's coming up, and they ain't going to be this bad, I don't think, but we'll see what comes up. So thanks for watching our top 10 worst games ever that we played so far on this channel. And we'll see you next year with our 4 top 10 countdowns. Thanks for watching. Have a good year.
Bye, guys.
Stay tuned. Peace.